Hello, my name is Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Studio City.
Studio City. Hi. Are you making movies?
No. I'm just hanging out.
Cool. Do you have a sentence for our short story?
Okay, remind me where we left off here.
When we left off, it was the hottest day of the year, and the cockroaches were massing in great numbers. So we've obviously got a dirty, hot, sweaty, dank setting. Maybe we can get a character or something that happened in this setting. Go ahead.
Well, I kind of like to turn it to love.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I kind of see the cockroaches falling in love with each other.
Okay, so how would you want to put that into a sentence? I can help you with it if you need help.
I do need a little help.
Okay. And the cockroaches were massing in great numbers. Maybe we want to focus on two particular cockroaches who were busy falling in love rather than massing in those great numbers.
Right. That's
right?
good.
So we can say the cockroaches were massing in great numbers. But two of the cockroaches, is that okay? We can write that?
Two of the cockroaches started to have feelings for one another.
Oh, all right. But two of the, I'm going to write CRs, cockroaches, to save space.
Okay.
Two of the cockroaches started to have feelings for each other. Now, Kristen, do you have a special cockroach in your life?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah?
I love my little cockroach.
You love your little cockroach. Is he up there in Studio City with you?
No, he's not. He's still working.
Oh,
I'm all by myself.
I sort of know what that's like. Well, thanks so much for calling in, Kristen. I hope you enjoy this episode of StoryBoard, and stay tuned to find out what happens.
So much enjoyment tonight.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So, see now, that's why I love the short story. Here I am telling you time and time again that this story is going to be dirty and dank and disgusting and garbage and sweat. And now we've suddenly turned into a love story. It's spectacular. So it was the hottest day of the year, and the cockroaches were massing in great numbers. But suddenly, two of the cockroaches started to have feelings for each other. It's great. Now we've got a love story instead of a disgusting story, which a lot of times life starts as a love story and goes to a disgusting, sad, depressing story. But not this one. So spectacular. I love it. Kristen and Doug, great job with the calls. We hope other people out there are going to get inspired by their terrific contributions, because I know I am. I want to write so badly, but the people in there are telling me that I can't. They're telling me it's against the law, and who knows? Next time we do the show, maybe I won't be here if I break those laws. But it's the hottest day of the year. Cockroaches massing in great numbers. Two cockroaches starting to have feelings for each other. It's a fascinating idea. We never think about cockroaches in love. We just think about them as disgusting creatures that just create more disgustingness. Yeah.
Doug is eligible to call back.
Oh, Doug, yes. Doug, in Mar Vista, I want to let you know your sentence was so great. If you'd like to call back, please do so, because your sentence really got this story rolling. So if you have another idea, come on, call on back and run with it, baby. You know, because Kristen helped us go in a different direction that maybe you were thinking along the same lines. Hot, sweaty, and now you're thinking, well, they got in love. Maybe you've got a new idea. That's the thing. One time I was writing a story about a car that came to life and killed people, and it was called Kristen, not after our last caller. But, you know, I ended up abandoning the story partially because of, you know, there were some other, like, ideas that came up, and somebody told me that one wasn't really viable. But that turned into a story about fishing, you know, and I was writing about a car, and it became a fishing story. So I've read that one to my students. I'm a teacher, by the way, in case you haven't gathered. I teach 1st through 5th grade here in the LA area, and my kids love my stories. If I do say so myself, I bring in some stories about the cars and fishing, and they just, please, Mr. Steve, more, and I know I gotta read about, you know, the Louisiana Purchase and things. So, but sometimes I'll tell them stories, like I'll make things up, like I'll say that Halloween was formed because of German people, and they were eating hot dogs, and they said the Halloweeny. That's a Halloween. So the kids love it. Yeah. Oh, halfway. Okay, wow. Well, we're halfway through, and it looks like we're about halfway through our story if you go by space. So if you want to get those ideas in, you better call up soon. 323-993-8088. You can give a call. Numbers at the bottom of the screen. For those of you who are just listening, maybe have it on the background. 323-993-8088. You can call in, contribute a line to this sentence, and then you can actually say that you're a published author, because I believe if you've written something and it's on TV, you're officially published. Do we know if that's true? No, that's not true. All right, I wasn't sure, but you can say at least that you wrote for TV. You could say that you're a TV writer. You know, maybe you're trying for a job at up in Studio City with Kristen. Maybe you'll walk in and Kristen can say, I wrote a show on TV, and then she can give them the DVD. Will we have a DVD of this? We won't have a DVD. Well, the point is that you can actually contribute to something concrete and solid, and not just, float around in your life not contributing, So that's great. So Doug, Kristen, you can feel good about yourselves that you've done something with your Wednesday. A lot of people are just sitting around waiting for Ally McBeal to come on, and you're like, what am I going to do? They've contributed, and I feel good about that. And I'm glad that's what StoryBoard's all about. StoryBoard is about bringing opportunity to people. I just set them up, and they knock them down. And hopefully this next caller is just going to knock them down even further. Hello, caller. What's your name?
It's Doug again.
Hey, Doug. Long time no talk. How are you? Good. What did you think about the direction that Kristen took your sentence?
Hey.
I know, exactly. So
the short story can take many different twists and turns.
See, Doug, I feel like you're a man after my own heart. You know that a short story has no set path, much like life. Sometimes you're heading down a path and you're thinking, okay, I know where I'm going. I'm going to get married. I'm going to have kids. I'm going to get a job. And then all of those things could be gone, So I like your thought. So what's your next sentence, Doug?
It's rare road that never takes a twist or turn.
It's gospel. You're speaking gospel. So go ahead, give me another sentence, Doug.
Their antennae locked and their hearts beat wildly.
That's terrific. That's terrific. Again, Doug uses some great language, language to really build the story. So say that to me again. Their antennae
locked and their hearts beat wildly.
That'd be antennae, I think. That's Latin. Their antennae locked.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the anatomy.
The etymology. The etymology of their entomology. See, because etymology is a study of words. Entomology is a study of bugs. It fits together hand in hand. And their hearts
beat wildly.
Oh, that's a weird A. Hearts beat wildly. And see, that's the great thing, because I don't even know if cockroaches have hearts. They might just run on electrical pulses or something. But we're writing the story. We say they have hearts. You can do whatever you want. Doug, once again, I congratulate you and I thank you for calling in.
There's 13 million people in LA County. I want to.
You want to reach out and touch each one by their antennae.
Yeah, and God knows how many cockroaches there are.
Exactly. Well, I've heard that there's at least 2 for every one person. So that's 26 million cockroaches. Doug, thanks for calling in. If you have another idea, call on back, because it's just you and Kristen right now. Thanks, Doug. All right, so it was the hottest day of the year. The cockroaches were massing in great numbers. But 2 of the cockroaches started to have feelings for each other. Exciting. Their antennae locked and their hearts beat wildly. I'm happy for these cockroaches. I feel excited. I want to go to their cockroach wedding. Maybe a little one down at the edge of the dumpster, and the best cockroach is here, and the cockroach maids are over here, and maybe this cockroach and this cockroach see each other at the wedding, and they're like, hey, maybe at the reception. You never know. I want to go to this cockroach wedding. It's exciting. And it's also, not realistic, because as far as I know, I don't think cockroaches actually can feel love. Again, I don't know if they have hearts, and I think one kind of requires the other.